Hey friends, welcome back. Friends, today we're gonna check the concept known as MVC model, and this MVC model is hugely used in industry. And let us check how we can build JSP web applications using this model, and things will become very handy once we start using this model. In order to save some time, I have already added this project MVC model, and let us add one servlet. The name of the servlet would be controller, and the servlet would be on the default package. We won't use a package for it, and the name would be controller. Let us click on finish. And in fact, the reason why I have used the default package, the reason is to make the URL simpler. So there is nothing wrong in using a package for controller. It is absolutely okay and recommended also. But to start with, let us use the default package only. Now friends, this controller will control the view part and the model part in concept. So in order to getting started with view, let us create some JSP files. And once all these JSP parts created, we will talk more on MVC. So let us create couple of JSPs. The name could be, first of all, index.jsp. Index, hit enter. The extension would be added by the Eclipse automatically. New JSP, maybe about JSP, and a couple of more JSPs like login, maybe one more as sign up, and finally we will add not found.jsp. Here we go. So let us start. Under this not found.jsp, we will type in something went wrong. For login.jsp, please login. About would be like we are steady easy. And in this particular index.jsp, which would be the welcome page, there would be couple of links. These links will head these locations. So now let us add couple of links. These links would pointing to these files. Obviously these links would be placed under this index.jsp because this is the welcome page. And how it is the welcome page? It is being listed as a welcome page on the deployment descriptor. So this is altogether a different story. Let us first execute the controller.java in order to get the URL properly. So when we execute this controller.java, the doGet method will get executed. This doGet method, and where we go in here, this particular is the URL. Now friends, this localhost colon 8080 is the base URL. So we need not to worry about this base URL because the base URL will change. We will simply copy this particular part. All right, and let me copy this. Here we go. So we will type in ahref equals the link. Now friends, this link would be slash the name of the project, which is this, then controller, then question mark, maybe page equals login. Login would be good, and in here we will type in login. Likewise, we will do the same with about and sign up. The not found.jsp would be used somewhere else. So let me copy this from here and paste it twice, and we will change it to about, and this would be sign up. In fact, the sequence is not good enough. I will cut this particular line and paste it in here. Obviously we will also add some BR tags in order to make things better. I guess everything looks good. Now finally let us execute this particular page once and check how it looks. Now friends, to check the URL, if I hit enter, it would be like MVC model slash controller colon page equals to login. Then if I click on, let me close these, let me again execute it. Then if I sign up, then the page would be sign up. Let us navigate back. If I click on about, then the page would be about. So links are working properly. Now we need to do something in this controller. Let's code the servlet now, and we need to code this toGet method. To start with, we would require one variable, and that variable would be string. The name could be like page equals, to start with we will keep it as null. Secondly, we would require one more string variable. The string variable would be param of the URL. So to start with, we will initialize this param with the value received from the URL, and the way to do so is request. I suppose it is request dot get parameter. Here we go, and the parameter is page. Now this page needs to be inside double quotes. So now in this param variable, we will get the parameter page. So whatever the value of page would be inside this param. Now let us initialize the variable page depending on the parameter. So in here we will type in f param dot equals. Why dot equals? Because param is a string entity, and in order to compare a string, dot equals method is the best. And in here we would type in login. So if the value of param is login, then we will make the value of page equals, it would be slash login. So slash is mandate, because if there is no slash, there would be an error. I will also show you that. Now next thing would be else f param dot equals. This time it would be like sign up. Again it would be inside double quotes. Then we will type in page equals slash sign up. Here we go, and it would be, in fact this slash, I have made this mistake in here. It would be slash sign up and semicolon. So now in here we will type in page equal, under double quotes it would be sign up. Here we go, and again there would be again one else if param dot equals about, and in about we will definitely initialize the variable page as about. Everything seems okay, and finally there would be one more else which will cover all the remaining cases, and this time we will initialize page with not found.jsp. So it would be like not found. Well, I have made this silly mistake. There would be like JSP. In here we need to type in JSP. So let me quickly do the change in here, JSP, and in here again JSP. So everything looks fine to me. Finally in here we will pass the request to these files. Now friends, we have already checked how to pass the request, but in here we will be passing the request as a response, part of a response to the particular request. So for doing so, the syntax is a little different. We need to make use of get servlet context method. So we will type in get servlet context dot get request dispatcher, and to this request dispatcher we will definitely add page, which will contain either of these values, either signup.jsp, about.jsp, notfound.jsp, or login.jsp, depending on the condition. And finally, let us forward the request by making use of forward method, request and response object, by passing the argument. I guess everything is looking good. Let me execute the program. In fact, I would have executed the program by highlighting the index.jsp. I guess there could be some kind of like error. Yes, let me get rid of this first. Here we go. And if I click on login, then it will tell me please log in. If I click on sign up, there is a issue on sign up. Let me check what is the issue. Before executing, let me check things. Here is a small mistake, and we have forgot to add in this slash. Apart from that, the sign up.jsp, the S was capital case, so I have fixed the issue. Let me now finally execute the program by highlighting the index.jsp. Here we go. So now if I click on login, then it will say please login, and if I click on sign up, it will say please sign up, and if we say about, then it will say we are study easy, which is perfect. So this is something like model view controller mechanism, and if I directly execute controller, then there would be definitely an error because we haven't handled the case where we don't have this request page. So that is a small thing which we can definitely handle by making use of some condition. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.